6 p.m. immediately following the debate. Broadcast live here on KBLA Talk 1580. There will be a live panel discussion. Refreshments will be served and seating is limited. So RSVP right away at KBLA1580.com. That's KBLA1580.com. At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your black.
Hey, so I'm calling your show, 'cause I need to know. Show me which way to go before I throw my man out the door.
Okay, hold on a second, Keisha. Just let me ask Ronald exactly what's going on, because it takes two to tango, and I need to hear his side of the story.
So she's driving me insane, got stress heavy on my brain. She keeps playing silly games, man, I'm about to bring the pain. We seem to fuss and fight every day and every night. Please give some advice so we can see the light, see the light.
So if somebody came to me and said, I love you, I don't want a thing from you, it has done something tremendous to me. Nobody has said that to me before. They always wanted something out of it. Either my body or my sex or my money or my something or other they wanted. And here you come along and tell me, look, I love you, but I don't want a thing from you. What a tremendous thing it makes. You understand what it do to me? So, what relationship has that love to memory? If you say, I'll think about it, then you're back.
So it has no relationship.
Listen. Krishnamurti, you already know, one of my favorite philosophers. Did you hear the question? I love you, but I don't want a thing from you. Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of reason has returned. Listen, this is one of those shows where we need people to call in, and I'm going to tell you why. Is it real or is it false, I should say? People are saying love isn't enough. I've been hearing it everywhere. Love is just not enough. You're even starting to hear some clinicians say it. Love isn't enough. Do you agree or disagree that love alone is insufficient? Exploring the enigmatic essence of genuine love. What is love and what it is not. I got a special guest in the building. She's an author. But not only is she an author, she actually works here. Man, y'all, but don't get it twisted. She's multifaceted, right? She's an author. She works here. You work in the, I think it's marketing.
Yeah, front office.
Yeah, the front. She's not playing. She's not playing. She's covering a lot of bases, and she's been promising for about a year or so to come on the show. Am I lying, Andy? Right? She been, I'm going to come on, and when I come on, I'm going to tear it down. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Charlotte White is in the building, author of
True Essence of Love.
True Essence of Love.
I made it. True Essence of Love.
Really? Okay, so you've been hearing the whole love isn't enough and, that kind of conversation.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on that? I mean, do men have a different perspective of love than women do? And is that causing some of the rift between the two?
Yes, I believe men do have a different viewpoint of love. And I believe women do as well. But I also believe that the two can come together to create the blissfulness of being in love.
How?
How that can happen is one has to be tapped in.
Tapped into what?
Tapped into love. That's the first step. Because it's not, love alone is not going to work. You have to be tapped into love. That's why I tell individuals, don't awaken a soul unless you are ready to tap into a whole new realm.
Come on, Bar Marley.
Okay.
Don't come on.
So when you are ready to tap into a whole new realm, that is then where you can experience the blissfulness of being in love. See, it's about being in love. Reason why relationships fell apart, reason why they don't work, is because when you first meet someone, you always tend to meet their imposter.
Ooh. The performer.
Right? The performer.
Right.
So then as time goes by, things doesn't work out, and a partner, whichever one, well, what happened? Well, what happened is I'm loving a person that I don't even know exists. I don't know who you are. How am I supposed to fall in love and be in love with an imposter? That means that you are not who you are, right?
But is the imposter who they are?
No, it's not.
Ooh. I love it already. We about to get it going. Lord have mercy. Charlotte White, what is the name of your book and where can they get it?
It is True Essence of Love. You can find it on all major platforms.
So Amazon,
Barnes and Noble. And the list goes on.
And the list goes on. Man, we're going to get real deep up in here. You already know how I like to do. I like to ask questions. Am I in love enough? That's a heavy question. Have you ever been in a relationship with someone and you had to question if you loved them enough? 1-800-920-1580. How do I know if love is enough? Men, women from all over the United States, you listening, just call in and share your opinion. Is unconditional love best demonstrated through my actions and behaviors toward my partner as a tangible expression of my care, or is it an intrinsic quality that I must cultivate and radiate from within? They're not ready for them kind of questions. 1-800-920-1580. What is your definition of love? And how have your significant others, if there are multiples, how have they fallen short of your love standard? 1-800-920-1580. Can unconditional love give... this is a tough question. Oh, sometimes these questions just even trip me up. Can unconditional love give rise to anxiety, fear, and trust issues? That's... Ooh, I want to read it again. Can unconditional love give rise to anxiety, fear, and trust issues? How can Krishnamurti's take on love better inform our choices in relationship? What are some of the heavily promoted ideas about love that help to bolster limiting beliefs regarding our relationship. Let me tell you, social media is flooded with limiting beliefs about love.
Yes.
If they can't, then it ain't. That's the whole, somebody meme it. If they can't, then it ain't. It's terrible that it's like that, but that's how it is. You already know I got so many questions. This is a non-judgmental space. I want to invite everybody to come in. When I come forward, wait a minute. Andy ain't even in the, Andy done went to the bathroom. Let me keep asking questions. I got time. I can keep going. Let me keep going. I got a couple more questions. How can I show my partner that I love them genuinely, authentically? Here's the catch. Today. Today. How is my partner showing their love for me today? Is it showing love? Because you know how we are as human beings. Prove it. Show me. Show me. If you don't show up, we don't glow up. No, Love is not about showing and proving. It's not. But I don't want to give the answers. I want people to call in. 1-800-920-1580. Why do we carry psychological hurt from the past and childhood experiences / relationships into new intimate interactions with our significant others? Why do we do that? And what is the purpose of that? Is it possible to love without being hurt? Agree or disagree? The fundamental truth behind non-attachment, it is a state free from desire, not trying to get anything from anybody. Wait a minute. That's how the show started with Krishnamurti. He said, I love you, but I don't want anything from you. Andy, do we still have that clip on deck? Andy said, no. Once I play it, it's over with. So once I play it, it's in the trash can. I'm sorry. I was going to leave with that clip. But listen, when we come forward, myself and Charlotte, we're going to delve deep into these questions. But I would love for you guys to call in and share your opinion. Is it enough? Is money more important than love? Is paid bills more important than love? Is living on the hill more important than love? Is living comfortably? Let's just keep it basic. Is living nice, real nice, is that more important than love? When we come forward, we clearly got a lot to talk about.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580. Tavis Smiley's new book, The Covenant with Black America, 20 years later, is now on sale everywhere. This classic text shot to #1 on the New York Times bestsellers list almost 2 decades ago. If you have the original book, you will surely want to get this 20th anniversary edition with powerful new contributions from today's leading voices. This 20th anniversary edition presents a compelling blend of historical insights and contemporary urgency in this critical and unprecedented election year. Get your copy of The Covenant with Black America 20 years later today.
Substance use disorder and addiction is so isolating. And so, as a Black woman in recovery, hope must be loud. It grows louder when you ask for help and you're vulnerable. It is the thread that lets you know that no matter what happens, you will be okay.
When we learn the power of hope, recovery is possible. Find out how at startwithhope.com. Brought to you by the National Council for Mental Wellbeing, Shatterproof, and the Ad Council.
Sweet chocolate reward. Sweet chocolate reward.
This is not just the sound of someone picking up a sweet treat at Walgreens. This is the sound of someone picking up a sweet treat right after receiving all their vaccines in one trip. This is the sound of treating yourself, because you protected yourself.
Stop by or schedule both your flu and COVID-19 vaccines today and grab yourself a sweet treat while you're at it. Vaccine subject to availability. State, age, and health-related restrictions may apply.
Mom, meet Sarah.
From first-time Nana moments.
Yeah, welcome to Flight 101.
To annual girls trip moments. Your can't-miss moments are worth protecting against RSV. If you're 75 or older or 60 plus with a chronic condition like asthma, COPD, heart disease, or severe diabetes, you're at higher risk of landing in the hospital from RSV. And there are no prescription RSV treatments. Check eligibility and schedule your RSV vaccine at vaxassist.com.
So where should we go next?
Sponsored by Pfizer.
The California Crusader newspaper would like to thank all of our subscribers for their support throughout the years, proudly serving the South Los Angeles and South Bay areas for more than 40 years. The California Crusader is a multicultural, black-owned, adjudicated newspaper that focuses on providing newsworthy information to the people in our community. We're constantly looking for ways to assist businesses in our community to connect with our subscribers. We provide low-cost, effective ways to promote your business with our reasonable and affordable advertising rates. You can participate by suggesting, sharing, and submitting your stories on the California Crusader newspaper Community Share Facebook group page, or visit our website at cal-cruise-news.com. That's calcruisenews.com. Then click on the Submit Now button located on the top right corner of the homepage, or text CCN to 42828. Again, text CCN to 42828. The California Crusader newspaper, working together to build a better community for our future. Subscribe today.
You know you want some more. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Come on, LL.
When I'm alone in my room, sometimes I stare at the wall, and in the back of my mind I hear my conscience call, telling me I need a girl who's as sweet as a dove. For the first time in my life, I see I need love. There I was, giggling about the games that I had played with many hearts, and I'm not saying no names. Then the thought occurred, teardrops made my eyes burn, cause I said to myself, look what you've done to her. I can feel it inside, I can't explain how it feels. All I know is that I'm never dishing of the raw deal, playing make-believe, pretending that I'm true. Holding in my laugh as I say that I love you, saying I'm more, kissing you on the ear, whispering I love you and I'll always be here. Although I often reminisce, I can't believe that I found a desire for true love floating around inside my soul, because my soul is cold. One half of me deserves to be this way till I'm old, but the other half needs affection and joy, and the warmth that is created by a girl and a boy. I need love.
So, find out. If it is not pleasure, because pleasure is its place, it is not desire, it is not remembrance, those have their places, then what is love? Right? Is love jealousy? Is love sense of possession? My wife, my husband, my girl. Possession? Is love, has love within it fear? Ask these questions, find out. Therefore, if it is none of these things, entirely wiping all these things, putting all this in the right place, then love is. You understand? Then love is. So, we are saying that through the negation, the positive is. You understand? Through negation, that is, love is pleasure love. And we examine pleasure. And we see it's not quite that. Though pleasure has its place, it's not that. Right? So you negate that. You say it is not remembrance, though remembrance are necessary. Right? So you put remembrance in its right place. Therefore you have negated remembrance as not being love. You have negated desire, though desire has its certain place. Therefore you say, through negation, the positive is. You understand? Come on.
That's why I love Krishnamurti. Let's just tell you what it ain't. Yes, this has a place, and that has a place, and, pleasure, and, remembrance. All these have places in our lives. But is it love? And again, we've bastardized the term. You got to say bastard the way they say it on the Game of Thrones. Bastard. You're a bastard.
I love it.
Many of us are spiritually bastardized, right? Because we don't understand, like, oh my goodness. When we talk about love, we're talking about something that is synonymous with God. So, before I throw it to you, because I want to know your opinion, Charlotte, on that clip. But listening to what he's saying, and then going back to social media and listening to everyone else talk about love and how it isn't enough, they remind me of sports commentators who've never played a game, but can tell you who is the top 5 player in the game, right? It's just, you never played? You don't really, you've never healed? You've never healed something? Now, healing is ongoing. It never ends. But you've never actually started the process. So, in not starting the process, you can conclude that love isn't enough. Did you quit on the climb to love? Because love is not something that's going to condescend to your wounds. What are your thoughts?
My thoughts are love is not enough. Being in love is enough.
Come on, let's hear it.
Love, as he stated, is not enough because things change. Desires, pleasures. What if your significant other was in a car accident? What if he couldn't pleasure you anymore? Would your love change?
That's what he
or
said.
she?
Wow.
Would it change? It would change if it was just love. It would not change if you were in love. There's a big difference. And people do not understand the difference.
I like that.
In order for you to understand the difference, you have to first fall in love with the Creator. If you don't fall in love with the Creator, you would then go throughout the world seeking love and thinking that you are operating in love, but you're operating with love. And love comes to the aspect of, I got to show you this. I got to show you that. I got to buy you the house. I got to buy you the car. I got to buy you. And prove.
Behave. Yes, keep
behave,
going.
right?
Yeah.
So guess what? And that's what you would continue to do. And so when you do that, you inflict and you damage so many other souls along the way. And the reason why you damage those souls is because you're only giving them a part. And so the world would be a whole beautiful world of people falling in love if we had each person, and everybody doesn't get to the same place at the same time. So, but if you had an individual to say, I'm going to give my all, meaning you're going deeper and deeper. So that means that even if it doesn't work out between you and her, you and him, you still have more to give to the next person versus giving them bare minimum, but yet saying, you want this.
I like that.
No, what you want is your own selfish reasons and pleasures for your own self. You not ready to tap into that love zone.
Come on, if you don't, the girl in here cooking like Emerald Lagasse right now. Bam! Hey! And would you mind if I just reframed something you said, because it hit me? And I understand exactly what you're saying. You said in love versus love. So to simplify, I would say the love portion is the wounds craving. The unhealed wounds craving.
Indeed.
That's what the wound wants,
Indeed.
right? So I would call that attachment
Indeed.
and not love.
Indeed.
And then the other part, you said in love. Now, to be consumed by love, that's deep.
Yes.
Therefore, you would have to be love.
That's it.
Do you see? She said in love. That don't mean in love with another person.
No.
That could also mean in the frequency, the consciousness, the vibration of love.
That's it.
Or, some spiritualists would call it Christ consciousness.
That's it.
You see, that's very heavy. And many people can't, I don't want to say fall in love, but many people can't enter into that consciousness because the wounds have too much to say have too big of an appetite. Your thoughts?
Too big of an appetite that you don't want to let go of, but you say you want to be in love.
Come on, keep going. I hear you.
So you can't say you want to be in love if you tap into love. In order to be in love, you have to first tap into self. And this is where the people don't want to do the work, because they would rather blame everybody else. I have been in many relationships, and so I can speak that I have been in love, and I have given my all. That's why all of them can say, can you come on back?
Ooh. Hey, hold on. Listen, wait a minute. Don't do that live on it. Can you come on back, huh?
Can you come on
You
back?
did them right, and you was more than enough, and they didn't understand.
They didn't. And I don't blame them. Can't blame them. I feel proud that I was able to give them something that they can perhaps give to the next person, so then they can become more whole. You see how that works? Each one teach one.
Here we go. Here we go. When we come forward, the voice of reason going to the phone lines. Now's the time. If you want to talk, now's the time. When I come forward, you're going to be able to talk to my guest, Charlotte White, author of the book
True Essence of Love.
She's going to tell you what it is, and I'm going to back her up. Let's go.
Let's go.
I need love.
He's on fire tonight. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Amber Payton. Here's the latest on the Black Information Network. New York City Mayor Eric Adams is defying calls to resign as the FBI investigates his 2021 mayoral campaign finances. If the black mayor is indicted, he does not have to leave his position. However, Governor Kathy Hochul has the ability to remove him from office. Another option for removing Mayor Adams is a so-called inability committee that would form a panel of the entire city council, and 2/3 of its members would have to agree to remove him. Once the mayor is out of office, public advocate Jumaane Williams would become acting mayor and announce a date for a special election for mayor. Rapper 50 Cent has a docuseries heading to Netflix about Sean Diddy Combs' legal issues. The black rapper shared a Variety report on social media about the series, captioning it, quote, "You didn't believe me, but I bet you believe me now," end quote. Combs could face up to life in prison if convicted for his indictment on counts of sex trafficking and racketeering. Production is still ongoing and there is no premiere date. That's the latest. I'm Amber Payton on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network.
Let Express Employment Professionals help you hire for contract or full-time jobs. Forget about posting jobs, sifting through resumes, and interviews with unqualified applicants. Go to expresspros.com to find the location near you. That's expresspros.com.
I need your dollar, that's what I need.
KBLA Talk 1580 celebrates small businesses, the enduring lifeblood of our community, with the launch of the KBLA SMB Marketplace. For the first time, small to medium-sized businesses will have an opportunity to promote their goods and services on KBLA and take advantage of our powerful reach and local marketing power. The SMB Marketplace is hosted exclusively on KBLA1580.com and is accessible from all our social media channels. Whether you're a small mom and pop restaurant, a car dealership, or a professional practitioner, We invite you to join in this new KBLA Talk 1580 initiative to promote your business. As a Black-owned small business, you don't want to miss this unique opportunity to gain new customers on KBLA Talk 1580. For more information, contact us today at smb@kbla1580.com. That's smb@kbla1580.com. At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your black.
And if I share with you my story, would you share your shadow with me? Time to get paid.
October 2nd is California Clean Air Day. It's your chance to ride Metro for free. You'll be helping make the air cleaner and our roads less crowded. Let's clear the air together and make Los Angeles healthier. Check out metro.net for more info.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 believes in community empowerment through the arts. Tia Chucha Central Cultural is on a mission to transform community in the Northeast San Fernando Valley and beyond through ancestral knowledge, the arts, literacy, and creative engagement. The Northeast San Fernando Valley has a population of about 500,000, the size of the city of Oakland, yet it has no bookstores, art galleries, or full-fledged cultural spaces until Tia Chuchas opened its doors in 2001. Founded by renowned poet and activist Luis Rodriguez, Tia Chucha's Cultural Center provides a year-round free or low-cost arts and literacy bilingual intergenerational programming in mural painting, music, dance, writing, visual arts, healing art sessions, and healing talking circles. Activities also include Mexica, Aztec dance, indigenous cosmology, philosophy, and 2 weekly open mic nights, one in Spanish, the other in English. In addition, they host author readings, film screenings, and art exhibits. To express yourself, heal yourself, attend an event, or volunteer, please visit www.tiachucha.org. That's TIACHUCHA.org. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
That morning chill means truck season!
5 more minutes.
No snoozing. Do it all in a Chevy Colorado or Silverado, including the class-leading range of the Silverado EV.
Talking to me?
Work, play, hauling, off-roading, a Chevy truck can take it all.
Okay, I'm up.
Get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 and Colorado pickups when you finance with GM Financial. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
1.9% APR for 36 months. Monthly payment is $28.60 for every $1,000 you finance. Example down payment 24.5%. Plus finance with GM Financial. Some customers may not qualify. Not available to lease in some other offers. Take new retail delivery by 9/30/24.
Helping to broaden your political and moral imagination with our 2024 Climate Justice Campaign. We're KBLA Talk 1580. KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. Legal Aid Foundation of Los Angeles is a nonprofit law firm that protects and advances the rights of the most underserved, leveling the playing field and ensuring that everyone can have access to the justice system. Every year, LAFLA provides free, high-quality legal services to more than 100,000 people living in poverty across greater Los Angeles. Their unique combination of neighborhood offices, self-help centers at courthouses, and domestic violence clinics puts Legal Aid Foundation of Los Angeles on the front lines in vulnerable communities and at the forefront of change. LAFLA's expert team of attorneys, paralegals, and support staff works to provide direct representation, offer counsel and advice, provide referrals, and educate the community about their legal rights through workshops and seminars. With locations all over LA, you can access their services or volunteer to help no matter where you live. And if you have an urgent issue, call 213-235-0060. That's 213-235-0060. To get legal help, make a donation, or volunteer, visit LAFLA.org. LAFLA.org. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You're listening to the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
My love, there's only you in my life, the only thing that's right.
Well,
my first love, your every breath that I take, your every step I make.
And I want to share all my love with you. No one else will do.
And your eyes, they tell me how much you care. Oh, yes, you will always be my endless love.
He take it back. Go ahead. He hitting it tonight. Go ahead.
I long to be loved, and it is a constant anguish. What am I to do? Your question all right? I long to be loved, and it is a constant anguish. What am I to do? And most of us in this position, we all want to be loved, especially by what? Now, let's go into this. I've got for now. It's a very complex question. Why do we want to be loved? And why has it become anguish, an anguish? What is the cause, the root, or the motive wanting to be loved? Do you understand my question?
Oh my God.
Definitely understand.
Do you have an answer for that?
Of course.
What is it? Why do we want to be loved?
We want to be loved because we were created from love.
I like.
Yes.
I like that.
So when you're created from love, I believe it's it brings you to a point to where God gives it to us to where we can even further it.
Okay. Grow it even.
Grow it even.
Huh.
You know, it's like someone giving you something, giving you some money, and hey, what you gonna do with it? You grow it.
Love investments.
Investments.
Whoa, come on.
Right?
I see you. Ain't no wrong answers here. Come on.
And so he gives it to us, but are we gonna do that? And so the reason why it has become such a anguish is because are we doing our parts?
I like that.
So if we're not doing our parts, then guess what?
Okay, so my pushback, it's not really pushback, but it's an alternative perspective.
Let's go.
I would say we seek love because we haven't learned how to cultivate love from within.
Well,
and that's why it causes anguish.
That too, but here's the thing. When God created us, he created us with everything. If we never pick up a Bible, God has created the Bible in us.
Oh, I like it. You
right?
mean like
if we never
like the book of Eli?
Yeah, I mean all this stuff was written and rewritten and written and that.
Yeah.
God created us, right? He said his word alone is what has kept us. He didn't say the Bible.
He said the word alone.
He said his word. And when he created us with his word. There are people that would never pick up a Bible. Do you think that they don't know how to love? Do you think that they don't know what the attributes of God is?
Right.
No, they know it. So a lot of times people want to use that as a cop-out. No, you know. A child does not have to be taught how to lie. When a child steals some candy, chips, it's all over their face. Did you take that? But no.
Andy said yes. Right? Give it.
When do you teach a child how to lie? When have you ever taught a child how to lie? I mean, I'm talking about from age 2. age 3.
My.
You don't have to teach that because we were born into that crossover sin nature as well. Right? So you don't have to teach someone how to do that. You don't have to teach someone how to love. It's in you.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Are you ready to talk to these folk?
I'm ready.
Here we go. Who been on the longest? Cousin Kenny, Detroit, Michigan. Get in here. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic, my friend?
What's up, brother? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you alive. We alive and well over here, bro. What's your thoughts?
Cool. No, I mentioned something in the chat about love being a decision.
Expound on
I
it.
wanted to give a little bit of, I was going to give some context. I agree with what both the woman and yourself is saying about how you can love, but love and being in love is different. You have love and you have unconditional love. I would say in love is unconditional love. But when I mentioned decision, love is a decision because you have to feel that love continuously. It's like a car. Just like the woman was saying. What's her name? I don't want her.
Her name is Charlotte.
Charlotte.
Miss White to you, brother. No, I'm just. Her name is Charlotte, brother.
You have to know how, like Charlotte was saying, you have to love yourself. You have to understand, or it was you, or as Charlotte was saying, you have to understand loving yourself. And when I look at being a decision, that's a decision. You have to work on that every day. You know what I'm saying? You have to work on it. That's why I say it's a decision. You know what I mean?
I ain't no wrong answers, but she has a response for you, Miss Charlotte.
Yes, and thank you so much for calling in. And I totally agree with you. That is a decision. And so that's where we stay stuck at, though, because we made the decision to love and not the decision to be in love. Right? So the decision to love is always going to be a decision, but that's always something of a reflection for us. That's work on us. We're not talking about including another individual, right? And so I think that's where individuals go wrong because they constantly look at it as the aspect of it's a decision to love. No. We should keep that separate because you should always be working on self, right? And so when you fall in love or being in love, that means giving your all when it comes to love. Win, lose, or draw. Every relationship that I have ever been in my life, and everybody knows me, they'll tell you Charlotte has given her all. That's it. They even would say it, right? Because I tapped into that place of I'm in love with you, meaning that my love is not dictated on what you can do for me. My love is not based on what you have. My love is based on I'm going to give you all of me. Every single part of me. And then if that becomes not enough for you, then guess what? Take that part and maybe you can become another whole for another individual. And so love is never a loss, right? It's never a loss, right? And being in love is never a loss.
Oh, I love it. Hey, Kenny, guess what you just did?
For sure, bro. Motown in the building.
Motown is in the building. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. When we come forward, we going to Miami, Florida. Let's continue this tour.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
Oh, man. Looks like Bobby needs a ride to the airport again.
Grab the keys.
Who's taking Auntie and her friends to the swap meet?
Grab the keys.
How about we drop these boxes off at Miss Johnson?
Grab the keys.
Whether you're giving rides or hauling gear, you're all about getting things done. So do it all in a Chevy SUV. From the versatile Equinox and sporty Blazer to the roomy Traverse, our lineup of SUVs will carry you through every adventure. All you have to do is...
grab the keys?
That's how we do. Head to your local Chevy dealer, where well-qualified buyers get 1.9% APR on all 2024 Silverado 1500, Blazer EV, Equinox, Trailblazer, and Colorado models. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
1.9% APR for 36 months. Monthly payment is $28.60 for every $1,000 you finance. Example down payment 12.7%. Must finance with GM Financial. Some customers may not qualify. Not available with lease and some other offers. Take new retail delivery by 9/30/24.
Looking for a purposeful and passionate way to make a difference in your community? Volunteer with our Senior Medicare Patrol and help prevent Medicare fraud. S&P volunteers work in their community educating peers about healthcare fraud and how to prevent and detect it. Free training starts soon. Check us out online or at an S&P open house near you. We're on a mission to stop fraud. Join our team. You make a difference. Visit ca-smp-volunteer.org.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA reminds you that when we fight, we win, and we don't black down. LA Community Action Network, or LA CAN, was formed in 1999 when 25 residents of downtown LA came together and acknowledged the problems that existed in their community and made a commitment to do something about those problems, to stand together, organize, and become a force in the community that demands change. Civil rights and preventing the criminalization of poverty are their core projects. In addition, they take on women's rights, the human right to housing, and healthy food access. LA CAN also has projects focused on economic development, civic participation, voter engagement, and community media. While downtown LA remains their home base, with a particular emphasis on the Skid Row community, in 2007, they expanded their housing and healthy food access work into South Central Los Angeles. LA CAN believes that power for low-income people and people of color is achieved through a large, active, and well-informed member base that utilizes a multitude of methods to advance their messages and goals. If you'd like to join the Los Angeles Community Action Network and organize people to fight back against oppression, please visit cangress.org. That's cangress.org. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Yeah, this is fun. I can love you better, baby. This is hard to say. I wanna make sure I go about this in the right way. Cause lately I've been busy a lot, and I know you don't feel appreciated and whatnot. I used to tell you that your hair looked fly, kiss you slow and stare in your eyes. Now I talk real foul and slick. Every other sentence is you make me sick. Back in the days I was your number one pick. Now your heart's half broken and that's hard to fix. I had to dig deep inside myself, cause I can't see you bouncing with somebody else. It's a long journey back to the place we was, when I was too embarrassed to admit I was in love. And you was my good girl that wouldn't give it up. I can't let her self-destruct.
Baby, smile today, cause I've been imagining more ways. I'm gonna love you better. And your friends will see it too, just when you think there's nothing else I can do.
No, we're trying to find out, sir, why have human beings who have so evolved technologically to such enormous extent, why haven't they got this simple factor which is so intelligent, having to have compassion? Why?
Perhaps they're too busy.
Don't answer it. Find out why you, as a human being, living on this earth, which is meant for all human beings to live happily, why haven't you compassion? You, not somebody else. Madam, that's too quick an answer. You haven't gone into it.
Because I'm too greedy, because I want too much. Ooh. Don't be in the background with a heavy accent.
You haven't even investigated. You haven't even looked for a couple of seconds at yourself and ask yourself why you haven't got compassion. You're answering, throwing out words. That may be your defense. Why have you, with all your experience, with all your knowledge, with all the civilization that you have behind you, of which you are the result, why this thing doesn't exist in your daily life?
Krishnamurti don't be playing with people. I'm sorry. He hardcore. All this technological advancement, and you lack compassion.
My goodness.
Yeah, my goodness is right. Is love alone enough? This query, although seemingly simple, dives into the heart of our deepest longings and vulnerabilities. The notion that love is the ultimate solution in relationships may appear as a comforting idea. Yet, as we explore deeper, it becomes apparent that love, in its most genuine form, demands far more than mere sentimentality. As the question posed in this discourse tonight suggests, true love is multifaceted and calls for a profound understanding of the self, others, and the world around us. Now, the great Sri Yukteswar, the guru of Paramahansa Yogananda, said it entirely differently, but it still meant the same to me. He said, ordinary love is selfish, darkly rooted in desires and satisfactions. Divine love is without condition, without boundary, without change. The flux of the human heart is gone forever at the transfixing touch of pure love. Many human beings say, I love you one day and reject you the next. Now, that's as clear as it's going to get for me. Your thoughts on that before we get this caller?
Well, love should be rejected.
Come on, what do you mean? Tell us.
Oh. Love should definitely be rejected when you have poured out the essence of being in love.
Say more. Go deeper.
When I have given you my all, and that isn't enough, it is now time to reject your falsehood of love.
So then again, that's not love, what you're giving me. That's whatever you think you need in order to be happy, whatever that is, pleasure, money.
That's it.
Yes.
And that's what the world operates more so on now.
Right.
That's why you have human beings that can get behind a computer.
Right.
Say so many nasty things.
Right.
You have individuals that just hate because they are operating from a place of what they think is whatever love. It's not love. You're operating from a place of hate, self-centered,
scarcity,
all of it.
Emptiness.
Oh, yeah. But then things can't change. But it's not until we tap into the source, which is our creator.
Yeah. Which is in us.
Which is in us.
Which is available for the love we have for ourselves and other people.
And other people.
If we tapped into this divine love that we are speaking of right now, we would be able to tolerate humanity as it is.
Yes.
We're human beings who don't really know how to tolerate another human being.
Actually, we do.
Talk to me.
I always tell people this when they come and say, well, maybe they don't know and she don't know. Give them a break. No, I will not give you a break.
Come on, teacher.
You will not get a break from me. When you are nasty, rude, and disgusted, what you will get from me is my mouth. And my mouth will whoop you. Because guess what? I have been through things just like you. I've experienced this death in my family just like you. I have bad days just like you. I have disappointments just like you. But guess what? You will never see another side of me that is from a place of evilness and hate. You will only see love. No one in the world can say, and I have a friend for over 25 years, my same best friend, and she will say, I've never seen Charlotte show any other side of her than love. So don't tell me what's not possible. Now, if you come at me a way, you're going to get a certain reaction because I'm given that to do. Because that's how I'm going to train you to teach somebody else.
She's training people. And here we go. Hey, if you agree or disagree, call in 1-800-920-1580. Hustle, Miami, Florida. Get in here.
What's up, brother?
What's up, brother? What are your thoughts on tonight's topic? What are your thoughts on Charlotte's opinion and perspective on love?
Okay, so I was pondering, and I wanted to pose this question to our dear sister. Does she believe that love manifests itself differently coming from a man and a woman?
Wait. I just want to be clear.
Oh, I got it.
The question, because I'm just trying to frame it in my head. You might have got it. So let me just make sure. Do men and women view love, experience love, see love, express love differently? Because I need that context. Talk to me.
Express, meaning manifest.
Express.
I don't want to give my thoughts just yet.
All right, stay there. Don't move. When we come forward, Charlotte. Listen, it's Charlotte versus Hustle. Here we go.
Losing all that, God forbid. You deserve flowers and candy, the simple things. In addition to the SLs, baguettes and rings. Instead, I walk around like I'm a king, and having you ain't nothing but a thing. I even stopped telling you the loving was good. Too busy fronting in the hood. Baby girl, hold me tight, don't ever let go. I'ma do it real gentle, baby, nice and slow. One more chance, baby, and don't say no, cause I got another side to show. Some say love